What's going on, everybody? KingofDragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Red Hood from Batman, the Three Jokers. And so here we have the Three Jokers Red Hood posing out of the packaging. Before we take a look at the figure, let's actually run through his accessories really fast. Red Hood only comes with one accessory, and that is a crowbar, which does fit in his hands nicely, and then the McFarlane display base. Other than that, Red Hood doesn't come with any other accessories, so let's have a closer look at his details. And so here we have a closer look at Red Hood, and I have to say McFarlane has done another great job with this figure. It's not my personal favorite Red Hood costume, but it did transition well into action figure form. Having a look at his helmet here, really do like the helmet. It's not the traditional Red Hood where he has the lines going through it. He kind of has like this traditional Robin-esque feel to it with the eye bars right here. I don't really want to call them eye bars. It's almost like a Robin mask blended in with the Red Hood helmet. And you can see they did sculpt the parts for his ears. It's almost like a fabric mask, even though it's not really fabric. It's still a helmet. It still looks very nice, and I do like the detailing on it. It's done in this really beautiful, deep metallic red, which is just gorgeous. I absolutely love it. And of course his eyes are whited out as you would expect them to be. But yeah, this is a really nice Red Hood head sculpt. Having a look at the rest of his outfit, it's very reminiscent of Robin mixed in with Red Hood. So we do keep the leather jacket, which is a staple for the Red Hood, and I do like the detailing on it. The zippers, as you can see, are just in black, although I'm not going to say it's a bad thing, because there are some leather jackets with black zippers, and that could be the case here. Would have been nice to see some silver paint on those zippers, but overall still a very nice figure. You can see it's a traditional biker jacket because it does have the belt coming here, as well as the belt buckle right there, which again could use some paint, although it's not out of the realm of possibility that it is just a black belt buckle. Really loving the texture on the leather jacket. They did a fantastic job with Red Hood's jacket, and I would have liked to see an alternate version where he has a hood over him. That way we have this Red Hood going over Red Hood's helmet, and it's just a very nice feel to it. And then having a look at the undersuit, very reminiscent of a Robin. If you really wanted to, you could use this as a Robin base, because it does look like Robin's outfit. We can have Jason Todd here don his original Robin gear, which would be really cool to see. But then you have to find arms for it, and yeah, that can be a little bit tricky, but yeah, the arms are nicely sculpted. And one thing I do like is that this is a 50% new sculpted figure and 50% older figure, which means half of this figure is literally brand new sculpt. The other half is something we've seen before. So what we've seen before are these gloves right here. These are the same gloves that we saw with the original Red Hood, which if I can bring them out really fast, you can see the gloves are the same, although the shade of black is different. This one has more of a blue tint to it. This one has more of a brown tint, which is why you can see a difference in the color of plastic, but that does look nice. And then his lower torso here is the same as the other Red Hood, which does look nice. Although, looking at it, yeah, maybe the pelvis is the same. They just retooled the belt, so this might be from the it's in the gold label, not the platinum, the gold label series. But really do like the pants. As I've said before, the pants are something we have seen before. It's not that I didn't like these pants before. They look very nice, and they do fit the character very well. I would have liked to see a little more paint on this figure. I know it wasn't that way in the comic, and this is supposed to be like a comic accurate version, but if the comic book had had the red striping here painted, that would have been really nice. And yeah, I do see the red striping right here on his boots painted. So just adding some of those red accents would have brought so much more to the figure. It maybe outlining the knee pad in red would have also been good. But same knee pads, same shin guards, same boots that we saw on the first Red Hood figure, just with different paint apps, and of course the different coloration in the plastic. But still overall very nice. I am liking the way Red Hood came out, and I do believe the shoes are the same. Yes, the shoes are the same. It kind of threw me for a loop because I didn't really notice the shoes at first, but yeah, the shoes are the exact same. So overall, really nice amalgamation of new parts and old parts, and he looks very good. McFarlane has done a very good job here. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get Red Hood compared to other figures you may have in your collection. Here we do have Red Hood posed next to a Marvel Legends Cyclops and a DC Multiverse Superman. Here we have Red Hood posed next to a WWE Elite Scale figure and a Mezco 1/12 Collective Popeye the Sailor Man. Here we have Red Hood posed next to a Lightning Collection White Ranger and a Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian. And so here we have the three Jokers Red Hood posed next to the Rebirth Red Hood and the Gotham Knights Red Hood. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's actually have a look at Red Hood's articulation. Red Hood does have the standard McFarlane articulation, which is a double ball joint here at the head, which does let him look up about that far. He can look down very nice, so we can get a very broody Jason Todd here. Does tilt to the side very nicely, as well as rotate left and right. He does have a ball joint here at the shoulder, which does pivot back, pivots forward, pivots up, pivots down, hinges out to the side, no problem. Does a full 360, a little hindered by the jacket. As you can see, things can get a little caught up if you're not watching it, but it's soft plastic, so it does get out of the way. We do have a bicep swivel, double bend here at the elbow, a little bit stiff on mine. We have a swivel and hinge at the wrist, although it is a little bit hard to get to, just like the original Red Hood. The glove cuff does cover that up, so that's a little bit annoying. He does have a ball joint here at the torso, which does lean back. It would lean forward a little bit more if it could clear that little clasp. If you could pivot his torso forward, you can get a little more range out of that, which I wish I could, but unfortunately it feels like a single ball joint there. Does pivot to the side nicely, and then we do have some rotation. Just due to the way it's sculpted, it's not going to rotate as freely as you would expect it to, but he does have a ball joint at the waist, which does pivot forward and back, side to side, and that's where your rotation is going to come from. Legs do kick forward to about right there. They do kick back that far. They go out to the side, no problem. A little bit of a thigh swivel, not the best, although there's a perfect spot for a thigh swivel right here. Just throwing that out there. We do have a double bend at the knee, working really nicely. No boot swivel, but we do have a swivel here at the ankle. A hinge which does go forward and back. Forward facing pin for rocker ankle, and if you rotate both those joints together, we do get a true rocker ankle. And then finally, a very generous toe hinge. So overall, Red Hood has some pretty good articulation. So with that out of the way, guys, let's get this guy posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And so here we have the three Jokers Red Hood pose for my final thoughts, and overall McFarlane has done a very good job with this Red Hood figure. Now me personally, I don't think McFarlane has done a bad Red Hood figure. They've all been pretty good. I do rank this one number 2, just behind the DC New 52 Red Hood. If you were unable to get that figure, this is a very good substitute figure because the sculpt is almost identical from the it is identical from the legs down, and it's a very nice figure overall. Now he doesn't have any guns, which is unfortunate because Red Hood does use guns, and everybody at this point knows WB's and DC stance on giving guns to figures. They're no-nos for some unknown reason, but overall, I think this Red Hood is still very good, and if you're a fan of the character, you're gonna want to have Red Hood in your collection. Now, if you are looking for the three Jokers Red Hood, he is starting to hit stores at the time I'm making this video. I did get mine from Amazon. If you guys want to see me unbox it, I didn't make an It Came From Amazon video, so you can check that out. Start checking your local Walmarts, Targets, and Walgreens for the three Jokers series. They are going to run you about $19.99 each, which is fair, seeing as how that's the price for most McFarlane figures. If you can get a hold of this Red Hood, I highly recommend it. And with that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and check out all my other action figure reviews, as well as all my other DC Multiverse videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments. And if it fits in my collection, I'll gladly have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos. And as always, ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.